We need to go and find Toby.
Or Toby.
Oh, Toby boy!
Yeah, Toby will help.
I really want to have a go with playing as Toby.
Toby's the best we have.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Lies from tiny eyes.
Photograph with father.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
No, I'm not listening to you.
Indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens.
What a dick.
Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
Lies.
Fragment from a statue?
Yes.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am
I
mistaken.
found it in
Ought
the
to have been removed during the
Colonial
cleanup.
Collection
This room is so
Room.
small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock
he's
are
getting
not
tetchy.
my responsibility.
Evidently.
Quite.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Oh, we'll continue it, all right.
Let's see what you've got to say, Albert. I'm glad they stay in the same place. That's one of the most annoying things, when NPCs just like go for
Yeah.
a
I
wander.
perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
From what I've seen.
No, not really.
From all the
like
snooping
ships,
what I've
that's
done.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Lies.
Albert's hopes.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say.
Clever
Thanks.
man.
Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again.
I kind of
soon.
want Holmes's, like, the way he refers to Albert to become more and more condescending.
Yes.
Thank you, little boy. We got a lot here.
Hamish's anger. Hamish hated Montague Dunn because he believed he did little work but received all the praise.
Deadly plants.
I was going to say, and the new director. So that's Hamish's motive.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so this is literally just us. Okay, let's lay down all the stuff that we've got in our head. So, what about
White's family, White and Dunn? Because they, social studies were dependent upon Montague Dunn's wealth.
What about Albert's humiliation and his ambition?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thwarted his dream of the Navy.
Okay.
That's some interesting stuff, though.
We've got a lot of stuff going on here.
Right, let's go back to 221B, find out that thing, and also go get Toby.
Yes.
So we need Toby to do some sniffing. Old Tobes. Tobes McGobes.
Right. What do we got? in the
Search
old
for
archives?
the case of June 14th, 1889.
Yes.
So,
18... 59.
Scandal at the Divine Syndicate.
Ooh.
The Divine Syndicate Club follows the God King Treewan, situated at 48 Grosvenor Street. Protector of plants and more particularly trees, are currently in subject to an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organisation are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary.
Shit.
Meanwhile, voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the snake. In fact, the private organisation, which has given as its goal the defence and protection of nature, which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party.
Here it is.
Right.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address.
Well, that's what we needed.
Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Cool.
Yeah.
But first, Tobes.
Come on, Tobes.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do.
Come on, Toby.
Let's go to Kew Gardens.
We require your Kew Gardens to be completely sure.
Toby Shaw. Toby Shaw. I like that you get the extra camera angle when Toby's there.
Yeah.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up
Laboratory.
the scent of this mysterious substance.
Yes. Come on, Tobers.
Search, Toby. Search.
Search now, Toby. Not in your own time. Open the door with your mind, Toby. That's it. All around those benches.
Look at his little fat ripples.
He's really good.
What a good boy. Oh, not in the greenhouse, eh?
This game, like, it looks really good on a very detailed, on like small levels, if you see what I mean.
Hidden place. Sniff.
Shit, fuck. What is this?
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
Oh, Toby, this is bollocks.
This is the bottle
I don't
that
like
was
this
used
at
in the
all.
laboratory. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but
This is weird.
at the bottom of a bottle.
Okay.
Can we do the chemistry here?
Should be able to.
Unless they're like, no, I need to do this back at my lab.
This one cannot be trusted.
Yeah. Yeah, can't do it. Yeah, can't do experiments on that table. Have to do it on my own table. We'll do that before going to this new place. Right. Analyze.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis.
Cool.
This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Good.
Yeah. That's a really good sound.
That was a really good sound. Okay, take a test tube.
A colourless, water-based liquid.
Sure.
Quite a strong,
Really thought it was
floral
going to drink
aroma.
it.
Holmes? What are you
Okay,
doing?
yeah.
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor here.
So, what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Oh, Holmes, you nutbag.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it
These
is?
chemistry things are amazing.
Wagner's
Yeah.
reagent. There was a label on the bottle
Wagner's.
that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you.
Assembly agent.
It's really interesting the amount of detail they go into in these things, because it's totally unnecessary. It's red now.
sediment.
Just as I suspected.
Me too.
This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some
Shut
alkaloid.
up now.
Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments.
Someone's
in the
making
garden's
some
laboratory.
weird stuff. Do you want to go to the place?
Let's do it.
Let's go to the place. The Divine Syndicate.
Let's blow this case wide open.
I like that he's just looking at a picture of the last case that we did with that courtyard.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Remember that
However
one
many
from
months
earlier?
ago it said.
6 months or so.
It's beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere
pretty
is
cool.
remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
It'll take ages to get to him. He's got a maze around him.
And he looks like he's good at karate.
Racist.
He's practicing. It's a bell.
Broken pieces.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Okay.
The Kew Garden symbol.
So they were
A
exchanged?
fragment of a flower
Taken
pot.
them because the
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, of course.
missing flowers.
Yes. So we got evidence.
Let's talk to Guru.
Hello, Guru.
Good day to you, sir. My name is
I am exalting the sap. A while.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
Okay.
the Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me.
Why does he talk like Yoda?
We are two gentlemen
Why many
who are
things
extremely
that's going
interested
on
in
here?
the vegetation philosophy.
It's got the weird racist
advocated
things
by
that
this
happen in
establishment.
old
Yeah.
stories.
Listening to you, I am.
Right, he's a bit suspicious because of this dragon tattoo, I think. Sweet stash. Not married. Fingertip calluses. Palm injury. Ooh, from practicing chemicals.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation.
This is weird.
This
You
is
may
weird.
say, the divine syndicate. Glory to the eukaryotic. Only
Why glory to you?
those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge are permitted
I don't
to
want my
physically
heart to
enter our rich
spermatophize.
kingdom. And
That is the
wisdom.
last thing I wish for
And
my
to be
organs.
permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
He's very Yoda-y.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Oops.
Wah, wah.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
What is the price? Okay, symbol.
A buried branded flower pots?
Yes. No, no, not right.
Select the correct answer.
Do you have friends at Kew Garden.
None. Not worthy there.
Right.
What about?
It's Kew Garden symbol. I thought I'd clicked that one.
Nevertheless, we have seen
didn't
Kew
change them
Garden's
around.
flowers
Oh, that must be
in
why.
your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed
This
from
is-
us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us.
This is
Excuses
weird.
and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
So what are these sister plants then?
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access.
Sounds
to
so
your
sarcastic.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Treewan, the God King.
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh, la. Good. I like you. Here is the holy key.
I kind
to
of
the
want
wisdom
this
place.
character
Holy
to be
divination,
somebody
Guinevere
who is
Sword.
pretending to be Chinese.
Sir,
Like, that's
I
the
pray
way.
you to
That's the only
taste
way
our
this will work for
fertilizer
me.
substance. From the burdens of life, it helps to free.
Oh, really glad they've gone.
but of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Let's taste some raw sap.
It's a cool door. It's like one of them Star Trek doors.
Who are the benefactors?
The list of plant friends and benefactors, lawyers, well-known manufacturers, political leaders.
Are all involved in this fucking...
Shady business.
This must be Treewan,
He's
the
pretty
Divine
cool,
Syndicate's god.
to be fair.
I'm into him.
I like him. He's got moxie.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic...
Is it
spoke of.
heroin?
It looks like heroin.
It is rather delicious.
Delicious.
And of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Yes, delicious. That's what I said.
This is why we like have a weird trip or something. Who's this bloke?
Praise the grand tree, praise it!
Praising
Okay.
the sun more like. What's in here?
Bunch of cool shelves. Oh, it's one of
Tropical
those
plant,
crazy
Nothing of
ones.
interest.
I used to have a
A
Venus
tropical
flytrap
plant,
once.
Nothing of interest.
Ages and ages ago. You could, like, put your finger in it and it would close around it, and it was kind of weird and creepy.
I like the idea of that. Oh, it's these
Caterpillars.
weird
They are
caterpillars.
raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
That's weird.
Holmes, what have you done? Are you... This is my caterpillars, Watson.
These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
They are. That one on the right is fucking terrifying.
Don't mind me, I'm just stealing your
I'm
plants.
just carrying
This is
armfuls of nightmare plants.
Right.
How is he seeing this?
Holmes' vision.
Will that middle one slide to the right?
This one will.
Okay.
That's got to be it for that one. That needs the right angle in it.
Mm-hmm. Should I just move in the right one? Yeah.
Yeah. You know how this game be with being shit controls.
I am somewhat familiar. Yeah, keep going up. Oh. Yeah.
No, that's not it.
No. That. No. There.
Good.
Good. This looks like a cool place. This is a freaking sweet.
A vast amount of opium.
I'll take some.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
That's why all of the people love it.
Because it's cool.
It's a heroin den.
Yeah.
This
There's some
substance
alkaloid.
is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. This cabinet is full
Chemistry
of chemicals.
bottles.
They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens. That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments.
Distillation.
Tubes.
Some more distillation.
Bunsen burner. Green goo. You make opium from green goo.
Yeah. 3 parts green goo, 1 part fun.
Nice. And
Right.
they just distill it down.
Yeah.
To its purest form.
Exactly that. What's this though? Suspicious ingredients.
Yeah.
Missing deadly plants. Oh no, that would be poisoning. This says, set up the experiment with the caterpillars.
Okay.
Okay. Then sex stole everything. They didn't steal the plants. We'll have to see about that one.
Yeah.
Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.